Policy experiments. What actually works? Hungary's family policies demonstrate how financial incentives can influence birth rates when sustained over time. Since 2010, the government has implemented loan forgiveness programs for mothers, wiping out up to $35,000 in student debt per child. Couples who marry before age 40 qualify for subsidized mortgages at 3% interest, half the market rate. The country also offers tax exemptions worth 30% of salary for mothers with 3 or more children. These measures contributed to a fertility rate increase from 1.23 in 2011 to 1.55 in 2021, one of Europe's largest rebounds. However, critics note the policies disproportionately help middle-class families, while poorer Hungarians still struggle with housing and childcare costs. Despite improvements, the national birth rate remains below replacement level, and population decline continues. Estonia's approach highlights the potential and limitations of targeted fertility treatments. The government covers all IVF costs for women under 38, resulting in over 5,000 assisted births since 2017. Approximately 8% of Estonian births now involve IVF, compared to 2% in neighboring Finland. The program increased total births by about 600 annually, not enough to offset emigration losses of 3,000 young adults yearly. Other measures include monthly child allowances of €80 per child and 18 months of paid parental leave. While Estonia's fertility rate rose from 1.6 to 1.8 since 2015, workforce declines continue as young families leave for higher wages elsewhere in the EU. This underscores how fertility support alone cannot compensate for broader economic weaknesses. In contrast to Estonia's health-focused strategy, Singapore's experience shows that financial incentives alone fail without structural support. Since 1987, the government has offered cash grants up to $10,000 per child, yet fertility rates kept falling, hitting a record low of 1.05 in 2023. Recent changes pairing payments with housing access show more promise. Couples who produce a child within 3 years of marriage now jump public housing waitlists, a crucial perk in a city where 80% live in government-built flats. This policy contributed to a slight uptick. Fertility rose to 1.12 last year among those qualifying for housing perks. However, broader challenges persist. Childcare costs consume 40% of median household income, and workplace discrimination against mothers remains widespread. Singapore's case suggests financial incentives only work when they remove tangible barriers to family formation. France showcases how comprehensive childcare enables higher fertility. The country operates 14,000 publicly funded creches, providing full-time care from 6 months old. Parents pay an income-based fee averaging €300 monthly, one-third the cost of private options. Combined with generous parental leave, 3 years per child with job protection and tax benefits, France maintains Europe's second highest fertility rate at 1.83. Working mothers in France average 2.1 children versus 1.4 in neighboring Germany, where childcare spots are scarce. While rural areas face provider shortages, the core principle holds. When societies make combining work and parenting feasible, birth rates stabilize at higher levels than peer nations. These cases reveal key policy patterns. Financial incentives succeed when large enough to meaningfully alter family economics. Hungary's student debt cancellation represents about 2 years' average salary. Targeted health interventions, like Estonia's IVF program, can help but don't change fundamentals. Emigration still drained potential parents. Housing access appears crucial. Singapore saw better results linking baby bonuses to tangible homeownership opportunities than decades of standalone cash grants. France proved structural support matters more than handout amounts. Its childcare spending equals just 0.8% of GDP, but enables high female workforce participation. Long-term commitment distinguishes effective policies. Hungary maintained its programs through 3 election cycles despite budget pressures. Estonia has funded IVF treatments continuously since 1997, gradually expanding eligibility. France's childcare network took 30 years to build. achieving national coverage by 2010. Temporary measures consistently fail. Japan's one-time Angel Plan payments in the 1990s saw no lasting fertility impact. No silver bullet exists. Each country's partial successes suggest pathways rather than prescriptions. Hungary proves large financial incentives can move birth rates, but warns against neglecting lower-income parents. Estonia shows health interventions help but require economic foundations. Singapore demonstrates how addressing housing changes calculations. France exemplifies system-wide support enabling work-family balance. Together, they underscore that reversing